All right, we're up against. Oh, flip him, flip him, flip him, flip him. Nice. I was almost upset that I leveled W for the invade, but I don't mind it. Honestly, we should have just gone for like round 2. That would have been disgusting, but it would have worked 100%. Because you have like singed Fiddle. I mean, Fiddle wouldn't have done anything, let's be real, but I would have. Anyway, you got Kisande's Ghost we gotta kill, so that's perfect. I hope this singed mid is as active as that the whole game. I'm gonna play with a big slow push. Once it crashes into his turret, I'm gonna recall and spend all this gold. Yeah, I didn't mean to hit that. We want to slow push a bit slowly because we want to get like a wave 3 crash in. Yeah, too fast.
I'll carve a path to the throne.
I can work with this, I can work with this. Oh, the Kisante ranked E level 1. That's why he couldn't do anything in lane. That makes a lot more sense. Look at this team right here. I'm gonna go for Divine Thunder first item. Makes a lot of sense here.
Find freedom in the carnage.
Can't really afford too much, so it's fine. We'll go with just a longsword, I guess, for now. I'm gonna try to freeze this once it's around here. I should have the stats to just destroy him. Cool.
This power was meant
No attention top lane from the enemy team. So we should be left to our devices here. I should have tanked that Q, because like I was trying to aim my own Q with his Q. So that him landing it means that I land mine.
I smell your fear.
Okay, that was insane. Get smoked, bro. I didn't have mana for my Q there. I should just kept with all attacks. I had red buff. I had red buff. Oh yeah, he couldn't get away from me. That was insane. In the membrane. I have a red buff, so I can just basically do that.
I like the way you die.
I have to do some cheese here.
Seize the beast within and become it.
Where? He did not damage me. How did he get the kill? Does the, I guess the CC counted as like, that is, oh man, that's actually disgusting that that's how it works. If I had to damage to like get the kill from turrets. Oh well. Yeah, I should just like, I was going for the execute earlier on, but I wanted to wait until someone came to do that, but I guess the W is good enough for that.
Predators from prey. Blood for blood. I have your scent.
Oh, good. Let's push up.
Witness the end
We should be able to get like a plate here. Nice back in lane. Whatever.
The world will embrace chaos.
Oh man, their whole team's getting quite fed. Well, I mean, they're backlined by their whole team.
King. Scurry, bootlicker.
If I get in melee range with him, I should be able to just straight up kill him. Ah, he cheats me with that.
You could have walked away. You made your choice.
If I had my hook there, he was just dead.
Every king dies, some faster than others.
That minion block, couldn't get him to stop him from taking the cannon.
Renounce your loyalty.
He doesn't actually die out of that. That's tragic. You don't run too, big boy.
Everyone has a choice, and you chose to die.
I don't think this Karthus has learned his like lesson to not mess with me. Like, he has not learned his lesson.
Be free to fight. Be free.
I like how every time we've messed up like a fight slightly in top lane, the Karthus shows up and I run absolute circles around him to the point where like I just win the fight off with that. Oh my god.
A wolf knows the scent of fear. Royals are covered in it.
Quite entertaining, I'd say. Fisherfield gets the soul here if he gets like a nice ultimate off. Bye bye. Suck. Come on, bro. He could just walk down like that and walk out, but
Rulers are complacent, soft,
some people don't got the dog in them.
always hungry.
He ain't got that dog in him. Like your boy. Sean's missing. That was a good reaction from the team, obviously, to help out with the Karthus kill back there.
Cowardice betrays you. No right to get away.
Thought that put me in auto attack range.
Run. Where are you going?
It's so gross that he has both dashes like that.
An enemy has been
Fight at your heels. Laws make people timid, frail. You die here.
Yeah, I'm just too impatient.
Blood for blood.
I didn't know exactly where it was gonna land.
There's the
If I knew it was behind him, I would have chased him into it.
I have your scent.
Gotta go for freeze or something, because just this whole farming thing ain't too productive.
Born to end tyrants and bathe their kingdoms in fire.
Okay, let's keep the minions around here.
I won't submit to the mandates of tyrants.
Another one's gankable position for my team here.
For your king.
We just gotta happy feet his Qs then.
Conflict lies beyond the throne.
Okay, let's thin this.
Make your choice.
Ah, that lands. Ugh. I don't die, but I am disappointed in myself that that Karthus Q landed. I gotta be the king of happy feet.
I will save the
Not
world.
whatever this is.
Weakness.
Okay, let's get out of here before the consequences of our actions catch up to us. Yeah, Ezra just gets bodied here. Ugh. Stuff like that is why ADC players have anger issues. What was I even gonna build here? Let's get some resistances. Bang, and then go for distance. Like, what I mean by that is that this Singed just had like Swifties and like a blasting one, and he essentially just killed this Ezreal with like no counterplay. Oh yeah, I should go to the dragon probably.
Stifle the crucible of violence. To get
Kill for kill. Pretty fair, I'd say. Let's go top. Ooh, that's asking for death. The Karthus should have just killed the fiddle right there. Because if he just queued the fiddle, he could queue, like, he could start queuing this, like, instead of kiting, I mean, right? He tried to run for no reason. He should just queue the fiddle to put him down, or at least just queue the Singed to put him in ult killable range. But it's fine. I'm going Swifties for the extra move speed, obviously. Help me more consistently dodge stuff. If I land that hook, I can take like half his health off, but... Oh. I'm not sure what Blood was trying to do. That kills him.
where are your gods now? Heralds war and death.
Good ult from the Caitlyn. Didn't have to go for the risky auto attack that could have ended up in my death. Rap god. That should be like clean 2 kills right there. Nice. Alright, I'll take it, I'll take it. Ezreal's like a little fed, so any kills on him is a good thing to me. Now, a lot of people have been discussing the usefulness of Death Stance. In my opinion, I still think Death Stance is a like a somewhat solid item to like pick up, essentially. The thing is, they gave this item much better stats, right? In terms of like the raw stats that it has. The healing is worse. That is like a given. But what isn't worse is that like one of the biggest reasons you bought Death Stance in the first place was because what Death Stance does is that all that damage that is like delayed in Ignore Pain is just cleansed. It's gone. So if you're getting kills in a team fight, that's like you're essentially getting an effective 30% increase in your health at that moment in time every time you get kills. That is insanely huge, which is why like it's not a terrible pickup. What are these boys doing? Janice here. Is Karthus just mad at this point? I think he's just mad. He's just mad at me, like, specifically. Also, they should just stick together, because, like, we can't... Like, Caitlyn can't match the Akshan. I gotta stay bot lane so that Ezreal doesn't take the turret. Let's get in here. Not sure how useful the Ashe will be. But if she lets me pick up the Janna kill at least, I should be a little happy with it. Oh. Yeah, I should have just let it be. I had a tingling feeling that it was a terrible idea, but I just trusted someone else's gut feelings. Which I should not have. Sorry, bro, but your decision making is corrupt, and I can't trust it. Let's go for some more beef over here. A lot of people think that Cleaver is like a decent purchase, but like in some circumstances. Like had I been more even with K'Sante, maybe then Cleaver is like a proper buy. But because I'm basically winning the game entirely, you know, just like super hard, I don't need that extra beef from Cleaver. I could do a lot more with the durability from Styrax. Also, we should probably get to that dragon. Fiddler is not gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna have Fiddle ultimates, so that sucks for this engagement. Okay, guess we gotta push mid out. It's going top. Okay. And I don't have the health to function with a team normally anyway, so I don't mind. Just going top. This is a little risky though, so let's be careful. Homie can't catch a break. Oof. Dude, where is the entire team, man? Where is everyone? I'm kind of getting tired of playing this, honestly. It really feels like we have no one on the team. Just, like, connected. There we go. I gotta just, like... I guess I have to split push on the other side of the map as opposed to the team. Because I can't work with these guys. Or just kill him. Like, it's Karthus. Flip him. Singed stood in his range for too long. He just had to flip and then run the other way. Oof. Actually, getting a reset's actually quite terrible. They've looked at an avenue into Baron here. Let's try to stop them. Or they're not doing it. I don't know why they're not doing it. You have no way of like contesting it, but okay. One more death and I think we're not like in the driving seat of this match anymore.
Exploit their weakness. I have your scent.
Just gonna pick this up. The sooner we get to level 16, the better it's gonna get for us. And the general team.
You will lie broken in my wake.
I have 4 blue boards, okay. Nice, that's one pick.
Is a disease.
Alright. I was gonna go for a flank here, but nice, okay. Thank God someone knows how to follow up. Okay, we can go for the Baron here. Pretty free. As long as the Ashe like spams them with max range Qs, and this Caitlyn actually DPSs to the Baron, we should be able to get this without no problems. She shouldn't fight here. She should just like retreat towards us while queuing them. Nice, okay. Great job wasting their time. We need the cinch for this though, so I'm not sure how effective it's gonna be. Whatever. Push this out. What are they doing? Dodge the Qs! Okay, good. I'm gonna wait in base until I get my Starax. It's gonna ping it to the team. He got blocked by Fiddle Clone. What is going on? That was insane. Quite a disgusting little play to go for. If we can't kill the Akshan, then fighting just becomes a lot worse. Like, just like that. We have to kill him because he's just gonna bring our own back. But we didn't. That's fun. And Ashe doesn't have our ultimate, so we can't go for a pick.
I've tolerated gods and kings long enough.
Yeah, this is impossible. Got the Akshan, but dying there is not worth it. We definitely need more Rose Seed. If she saved her ultimate for this instead of wasting it on the Israel there, we could have killed everyone. Or at the very least, I would have 100% gotten my Noxie, my reset, off of which the fight would have been like infinitely easier. Okay. This is a great Fiddle ultimate. And the Akshan is now live, so we keep our kills. Just stay in the pit. Just stay in the pit, stay in the pit, oh my god.
To live or die, to rule or be ruled.
Okay, we got our Flash and Ghost up soon, so we should be able to start popping off. Dragons are oddly even. LMAO.
War separates men from kings, predators from prey. You made your choice. Run, coward. I smell blood.
Yeah. I got cheese here. I do like a lot of damage. So if we get one person ceasing for me, we just wipe them all. Singe, go for it, man.
You've got some red on you.
Got some red on you. There we go. I should survive. Yeah, that was a good fight. Let's see here. I'm not in Force of Nature territory yet. I'll just wait for it in the base. Or I might not have to because we had turret, right? Perfect. Alright. DMP on should be golden. Let's get this wave. Oh, should be careful. Kisante. Go there. I can't ping anymore. I think what I should do so that if you spam the same ping, then you get the cooldown. Like you can draw on the map in Dota to like be a bit more clear about what you think the team should do. Wish that was a feature in League, but knowing League players, I don't even want to know what they draw on there. Let's go bot now. We're just side laning. Health. Let's get down here. Hello, bro.
The world will embrace chaos. I am your scent.
They could be ganging up on me. There's the risk of that happening.
Every king dies, some faster than others.
The winning case for the enemy team is to get a kill on me or on the team when we're separate. Okay, let's get in there before anything ugly happens. They should chillax.
Royals are covered in it.
I won't miss. Okay. I don't know why I just said that randomly. Okay, let's get this Baron. Oh my god, what are you doing? What was that? That wasn't just crazy, that was insanity. Oh, I should. Okay. We're built different, baby. Okay, Caitlyn's dead, so we can't go for the Baron. That sucks. We can go for it. I mean, it's Singe, so I don't know how fast we can do it. I think they should start doing it, and then I'll run in. We should tank for now.
Devour the weak. Rulers are complacent, soft, and the wolves
We're good. Perfect. Good smite from the fiddle. Nicely done. And a good call from Jaboy. I guess I am the captain now. Oh, pirate noises. Let's get our like wave here and pick up DMP. DMP is gonna be so huge for us, actually. Run thy pockets, scallywag. Okay, let's get our DMP. We are fast now. Okay, let's go for like a push like this. I'll push bot. The team can hang around mid. Okay, not sure what the Akshan's doing there.
I'll purge the old order so it cannot stifle the crucible of violence.
Careful. Actually, for this instance, it's better for the team to push bot and me to be mid. Kaelin's range means that she can take this turret quite easily. Whereas I struggle doing that. See if I can proxy here. Okay, they got the hit without a fight. Good. Phil goes in. Let's follow up. Nice attempt.
Safety is an illusion.
I had to give him like a 1Q. Or let him think he could land 1Q. Here he is. Oh, don't go forward, don't go forward. What are you doing? Let me go forward. This end. Don't tell me this guy's about to pop off. There goes his ambitions. Alright, this is a pretty nice game. GG. Let's see the next one. Peace out. Alright, we're back to our gameplay. We're up against set top. Quite a brawly matchup. In order to make things a bit more simple, I'm gonna go for a more passive. Oh,
Till the God King
knock something over.
everything.
But yeah, I'm gonna be a bit more passive earlier on in lane, and then go for a fight level 3.
Your cowardice betrays you.
He took a lot of damage for the minions, so it's not really a worth trade for him. Oh, he flashed. That Q lands, I can finish him up with my auto attacks after. What caught me a bit off guard is that he went for like an early W like that. And I guess that's enough damage to just kill me on the spot. In any case, that's not happening again, buddy. They're a flash, so we should have the advantage in the next fight.
This land will be your grave.
This is cheesy. Works out for us though. Never mind. See yo. That's pretty nice for us. We gotta catch this ASAP though, so that he loses as much of it as possible. Nice. Okay, let's get out of here. Tabi's is not the worst buy here actually, because like a lot of their damage is auto attacks. Let's see, they don't have a lot of CC either, but I guess the Ashe is gonna be annoying for us to deal with. They're the good and the bad. I think we're gonna go for like a Strybreaker type deal. Triforce might work out too. If I lose lane, I'm gonna rush Cleaver. And yeah, I think aside from that, Strat is like the go-to here. Seems like a no-brainer option. No-brainer. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can go for like a level 6 cheese kill.
These petty tyrants are weak. I am not. You made your choice.
The threat of me walking up and just hooking him should always just be there. Alright.
Peace favors the weak.
He's in range to kill me now, so it shouldn't be difficult to bait him into the fight. There you go. He just positioned terribly, so I could just walk up and kill him. I'm not outplaying him mechanically at any spot. I'm just picking good fights and beating him off with just solid fundamentals.
My howl heralds war and death.
Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna pick up a Kindle Gem because it builds into everything that could potentially build into.
This battle belongs to the wolves.
You got that right, Darius. This battle belongs to the wolves. I'm a bit perplexed as to how Ezreal mid hasn't proved disastrous, but I feel like that's like a it hasn't proved disastrous yet type situation, if you get what I'm saying. Ezreal mid is like a terrible option. Alright, let's get in here. We should be able to hang with him. There is a window where he might be able to put up a fight since he has his ultimate and I don't, but I doubt he does anything here. This is flash gone. I should not have done that. This was it was gonna freeze, and I could have just destroyed him. Okay, sir. He's low HP though, so I doubt he can help me with this dive. That 2 damaged? Huh. What are you looking at, bro? His health regen is just a bit too much for me here. But we do yoink the plate, so I'm happy with that. Let's just attack this and get some of the quote-unquote assist gold of it. Oh, I got the last set? Hmm. Let's see here. 245 mana, and I'll just try to walk up to him to get the all-in kill. He's not even gonna go for the W on the cannon. Okay. Either I'm tripping or this guy just got patient out of nowhere. Whatever. I think he's just gonna wait until his health regen puts him at a point where he can actually fight me. Which is... Ah! The echo was there. That sucks. I thought you were gonna do anything, homeboy. He should just eat on the set to get the slow in. If he was planning on fighting. Don't think he should. Bro. This guy's just tripping 100%.
Kill me in a way that matters.
Got that right, Darius. He does not have E. Oh man. Yeah, it's real mid. Ta-da! No wave clear, no CC, no self peel. Mobility is there, but it's not enough for like mid lane. I think the worst thing is just the wave clear, but. Says missing.
This war is just beginning.
That was a collective brain fart of a moment.
Made your choice. We must escape this prison of peace.
He is dead. Oh, he uses Ghost here. Oh, this Ghost is Shadow.
May the strong
Yo, what are you doing? I don't care.
If they won't give up their power, I'll tear it out of them.
I'd want to go for like a recall to get stride, but let's just get up here. I thought he can burst me down, so I'll just push this out.
I have your scent. I reject the delusion of control.
This dude just does this every single time, man. Like happy, you just push the wave. I mean, you just push the wave, so it's not gonna freeze.
There better still be kings to kill when I come back. Heals. Endless conflict lies beyond the throne.
What's that healing? Is it the Ocean Dragon? Why doesn't this not recover mana anymore? That's a bit of a nerf, isn't it?
My pack demands royal blood.
I think this dude just wants to keep me in lane for as long as possible. So to respond, I'll have to basically clear the wave without using my abilities at all. So as to be able to
Submit to the mandates of
have enough mana to kill him. Just look at our W at least, that's good. Let's get our items. Bang. And...
Freedom, anarchy, call it what you will.
not the worst choice. Yep. Death's Dance. Then I'll go like a DMP, some mana, some magic resist for the Echo. Then we'll see where it goes. Oh, for Gore Drinker, okay.
Rulers are complacent.
I mean, obviously he was going to go for Gore Drinker, but I'm just surprised that he did. We should be able to pick up this easy kill with the Mumu. So long as he doesn't give the set like a free ultimate. I got an idea, Never mind.
Buried with the other weaklings.
Should be able to kill her here as well.
I will save the world from its weakness.
Dude, why so late, man? That was so late. If he just ults right here, we get that instantly. Well, not instantly, but it at least like cuts her off, right? And he just takes the wave too.
Every king dies, some faster than others.
Okay, Ezra just got his like revenge kill. It's like when you get bullied for years and then you beat your bully in a fight. That's what Ezreal felt right there. His anime redemption arc. You know, seriously, it's for your own good, buddy. Let's get to the Herald here. Sure, we'll pick it up for free. I have the contest, we wipe them all out.
Exploit their weakness.
Does he pick him up? Yeah, I doubt I can reach that in time. Oh, so that direction is not good to run in because it literally just gives set a good ult just like that. It actually worked. Got one kill.
Where are your gods now? Slaughter the lions in their den.
Alright, that's good enough. Ezreal can't side against the Zed, I guess. Not I guess. It's like a clearly established fact. It's a miracle that I actually killed him that one time. He should be able to clearly like kill him with the ult though. No? A tiny bit of help and we kill both the set and the Jinx and get a free Herald. But a tiny bit of help is not what we're gonna get now, I guess. It's fine. We'll got my bounty, the set, right? Okay, I can deal with that. I guess it's up to me to match this Zed. I got way more armor than the Ezreal, so he shouldn't be able to one-shot me.
This rebellion isn't
Let Papa take care of it, bro. Ideally, I don't want to waste my flash on this guy. Speed.
Do not deny me.
I messed it up so disgustingly hard. Ult. If the Amu let him get out of CC for a single second, he just dies instantly.
Turn. I'll just kill you again.
Nice.
What I hunger for is war.
You should just recall after the Z kill though, because he didn't have ult anymore. No. At least it's a 1-for-1.
A wolf knows the scent of fear. Royals are covered in it.
Let's get some wards here. I don't have my ultimate, so this can very easily get ugly. I'm gonna go for a Starbreaker here. A Styrax here.
So worthless. True heroes feast upon the bones of kings.
Not sure how much I can even help him here. Okay, he's just dead. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. I don't intend on dying with him.
I'm an executioner.
Not chasing good. If they chase, I could just Q straight kill both the Jinx and the Ashe. Next. He can use his arrow to clear the way, can he?
War is coming. Beautiful, unbelievable war. Nothing they build can keep me out. You chose
We should get the mid turret here. Good. But we're losing out top lane, which is not good.
but the wolves are always so Demacia is a disease.
Alright, let's clear this wave and get our Styrax. They should put vision on there to like make sure they don't sneak the Baron. I guess the AT doesn't have the help for it, but like I wouldn't put it past them.
War separates
Put
men
wards
from
down.
kings, predators from prey.
There we go. Okay, let's clear this. Recall, get our stride.
To get away.
You should just bust it down top. Yeah, good job. That's like the best way, because this is already pushing. So the Herald is going to essentially just split push for us. Nice. They actually got into a fight and didn't lose kills. This is fine. As long as like they're not dead to the point where I can't carry the fight, it's good. Nice. That's the jungler down.
Another carcass. We are all wolves.
Let's get through this, guys.
Blood for blood. Run. Now they know we're coming.
Yes.
Walls may be timid, frail.
Get the next few waves. Then we should be good too. Roaming to the Baron.
This power was meant to destroy gods, men, everything.
Illusion.
Going.
Nice try.
The world will embrace chaos.
Try. I'm kind of surprised that ult didn't reset, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Please do the Baron. Please do the Baron. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can get to this Echo. And obviously they don't have the stealth to do the Baron, so... It's fine. We got 2 kills for free, I guess. Not for free, we sacrificed our ghost for it, but it's worth it. And Moon should be able to catch him. Bro. I can't with these human beings. I can't with these human beings. Okay, he has a good ultimate angle. We want 100% get the Echo at least here. Nice. Sucks that the Maokai sucks that the Maokai died, but it's good enough. Also, I don't want to risk it with like a Baron, so fine. That's my W. It's only 270. I don't know how much these guys can zone the enemy. I'll just wait for the DMP.
The throne doesn't interest me.
Good.
Putting an axe in it does.
What's we good here? Thing is, I don't really need a lot of, well, anything at this point. Like, we're just so, like, set to win the game. I'll run up here, see if I can kill this set. Or anybody I run into, let's be honest. Gotta push this fast, though. We need to siege faster than this top wave. I can recall and defend it in any case. This is still up 44.
Safety is an illusion.
We push faster than him. The game. GG. Pretty good game from us, but it was really painful to play. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Alright, we're back to more gameplay. We're up against Akali, but I think what matters less is that we have a Yuumi. This is not gonna be fun, but we'll try to win it anyway. If we get fed, the Yuumi should be a big help also.
Call it a prick.
Nice. Alright. That was nasty. That Gragas belly slam, I think it got all of them. I'm pretty sure it got all of them. So that was crazy. Nice. Okay. Kane gets 2 kills too. Oh my god. Yeah, that was absolutely huge from this dude. Also, good effort from the team to save me. Triumph giving us 80 extra gold. You ever think about the extra gold you get from Triumph? But it is there. And we didn't lose a single person. Okay, let's get back into the game. Okay, we lose the 2 minions, which sucks, but we didn't lose the XP, which is the important thing. Now, I'm pretty sure if I get these 3 minions, I get like level 2, which you can use to just kill her.
Timid, frail.
I played that terribly, if I'm being honest. I should just waited so I could use my abilities to like fight her.
Slaughter the lions in their den.
We got a decent-ish trade, but it's not worth it for the mana cost.
Be free to fight. Be free to kill.
An enemy has been slain.
If she ranked the Shuriken, that would have been a kill. But no. So we should actually start CSing like a human being instead of aggressively hounding for kills.
You will lie broken in my wake. Your neck is exposed.
Okay. Let's see. Let's play this slow. We should be able to kill her with our flash. But I kind of wanted to push up a tiny bit before I go for anything.
An ally has been slain.
I messed it up quite heavily.
This war is just
I started off pretty well by zoning her off, but the specific angle she took kind of messed up my attempts. I could have tried to mess her up there, but the mana it would take to do that combo to fight her there is enough to basically push me out of lane. So I decided against it.
do not deny me. You made your choice. Anarchy. The wolves.
There we go.
For your king.
There we not go. Missing cannons is no fun. Okay. Let's go back to base. Get more stats. Starbreaker is the obvious thing we're going to get here. Actually, let's be aggressive.
Strong will rise.
Let's just go for pure AD. What are we dealing with here? I'd say Stride might be a bit of a necessity, but not so much. Could get a lot of work done with Triforce as well. I think Triforce is better. I'll be less good at farming kills off of this Akali, but I will be better at just wiping out their entire team off of the face of the earth.
Freedom
Or
in the carnage.
the rift.
You can't hide from me. I offer you freedom in death. Bite their heels.
I was gonna stay here so she loses XP. Ugh. Mobile champions. Am I right or am I right? There was so much AD that like the 3 like stacks of bleed were enough to take her down to her death. I'd say I want the HP.
Of an empire.
As good as it is, like us. Oh, we're not going for this, by the way. Oh, I was gonna go for Triforce. Why did I do this? Okay. Well, we'll just build the pickaxe towards the staircase. I just realized the error. Shouldn't be too bad. I can still use the 2580, but it does delay Triforce, which is pretty bad. I would have had Triforce in 1k gold, which I can easily get in like a few minutes. So it delays that by a significant amount.
Stagnation, or one dead god king.
Use your shuriken, bro. It's so crisp when you can get like the entire backline with 1 Q. Oof. Let's push up. We should have enough AD to do like devastating short trades against her. We'll have to do hook WQ instead of RWQ though, because her shuriken jump lets her avoid RQs quite easily.
Endless conflict lies beyond the throne.
Okay. I mean,
Don't turn your back.
Akali is pretty broken that she almost killed me there despite being so many kills down, but that would never work without behind she's. I mean, I applaud the effort though. She at least tried, so there's that. I'd have Triforce by now if I didn't waste my time on this pickaxe. Okay, we actually have enough for Shino. Man, my mindset is just, my mind's just gone somewhere.
No matter how hard they fight.
I'm so like caught up on killing this Akali and the fun of it that I'm slowly starting to lose my rationality. Let's get back into the game. We can still be cheese killed by like a team effort on their end. Like if they get the Talon in here and then the Yone in there, they stand a pretty good shot at just putting me down, which would be a little disastrous because all three of them are like snowballing champions.
Of violence.
So we have to pay good attention to the game.
Demacia will drown in
Clear.
blood.
She stays on her turret, I just want to show her. So she has to leave. I could try to flash ult kill her, but, you know, it's not worth my flash. If she loses the turret, and I get my first blood turret gold anyway. I'm not using Q to get my sheet here because, you know, I don't want to waste my mana. In case they do want to gank me, I still want to be in a position where I can fight them off.
Stand and die. For your king.
Let's take it slow with this one.
Fight at their heels.
I should have pushed that Siller so I could shove this one in. That was close. Thank God we are fed. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. I know it's super cheese. I know it's super duper cheese, but I have to. Well, I don't have to, but it's just more fun. We're stomping really hard here, so I can get a lot of work done with the. Well, it's not that I can get a lot of work done with the attack speed. It's just that I don't really need the resistances yet. So I'm just gonna go for the crazy aggressive option and just beat everyone.
If they won't give up
Become the battle beast. Also, I can walk up on her with this. She has no boots. Yeah, I should be able to just catch her. Okay.
like the way you die. We are
She got a lot of damage off on me though, which I did not anticipate. But she dies anyway. Also, we didn't even land our key there, so we essentially just all attacked him to death. What's here? Ah. I kind of thought we'd be stopping them from approaching that way, but what is happening? Okay, I don't know why the talent just went AFK like that. Thresh is about to body this dude. Never mind. Alright, Akali gaming time. Dude, he wants more. Oh. There's nothing left. He did them dirty. Oh my god. That was nasty. Like, disgusting. Alright, well. Gragas gaming. Dude, he's out for more. He's out for more. Look at him go. I had to take that, bro, but, you know. Tax. I'm relieving you of your laning duties.
heroes feast upon the bones of
By the way, in hindsight, if I got played the steel caps, I would have likely survived that gank against the talent and killed them both. But seriously.
peace favors the weak. Try to get away.
Let's get to work. Hello. Where are you, Talon?
Then whoever
Where'd he go?
holds your leash. Seize the beast within and become it. You made your choice. Bleed for your king.
Okay. Let's go top. Get this wave. I don't have the mana to kill the Akali here, so fighting her is a waste of time.
Every king dies, some faster than others.
I doubt she can get too much done, but just warning in case. Okay.
I'll cut that head from your neck. Food for the wolves. I will save the world from its weakness.
Oh my god. Why'd you do that to yourself? I didn't want to do that to you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I should just all attacked her to death. That is so insanely sickening. Actually.
Death to the king.
Oh my god. Alright, should be easy. RIP. Talon's AFK. I think. I think he's been AFK ever since he disconnected there. But that was such an odd disconnect because they had just put me down. So it's like, oh, we killed the big Darius. Winnable. That's what usually happens in these kinds of solo queue matches. Alright, alright. Keep cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Keep cooking, bro. Alright, alright, alright. Is he cooking? Come here, kitten. Kitten, get on me. Okay, I just asked for that death. I asked for that. I asked for that. I deserve that one. I should have gone for the Yone, which is the like, he's isolating and cutting off, but I had to get that crisp 3-man Q. Mwah. Do they think it's like that this is winnable? Because this guy is playing like he's like Zoo kill, but as like with this match, he's more like Zoo death. I can feel some of you guys cringing. I can feel that. Oof. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. It will. What? Oh my god.
I was born to end tyrants.
Oh my god, what did I do to this woman? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Infinity Edge, bro? It's not just like troll in that, oh, she's going crit now. It's that she just bought Infinity Edge straight up. Like, not even to get that 40%, you know? Alright, he's about to cook. He's about to cook. Oh, okay, he's cooking, he's cooking. Let's run it in. Someone cooked here.
Nothing they built.
Hello. Alright, I'll see you guys one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Alright, we're back to our gameplay. We are up against Irelia top. She's taking Ignite and Lethal Tempo, so all-ins might get a little awkward, but I doubt this changes how we are to play in this matchup too much. Okay, let's leash our Warwick right here. Let's start W to be able to better fight the area earlier on. Okay. Let's hope we get here before she gets too many stacks. If she gets these, then it might get a bit ugly in our attempts to put her down. It's gonna get ugly. Yeah, having to leash meant that I couldn't stop her from basically getting as many Qs as she wanted off of the first wave.
With overwhelming force.
Alright. Quite unfortunate, but happens, I guess. Okay. Let's play the slow push.
Scurry, weakling.
Yep, the second I dodged her, it was basically just over for her. Thought they'll be around there. R.I.P. Happens, I guess. If I had my Q, I could have maybe outplayed it. But I was trying to get time for it, but I mean, he W'd exactly where I'd go, just RNG, so that was a little unlucky from us. Try to ward up because he's probably still around here.
I have my orders.
She has all her stacks, we can't really walk up. Okay, let's chill. By the time this wave comes in, she should be out of stacks.
The bubble.
I think she misclicked. Yeah, I missed my hook, but she queued me instead of like a minion. I bet she wanted to queue the minion that just died, but because it died, it auto-targeted her to me. That happens a lot with point and click abilities, by the way. I'm sure if you play Darius, it happens where you ult someone, they die, and Darius ult just gets applied to the person right next to them. If there is a person right next to them. But yeah, I guess I kind of won there because of a bug. Because normally, she does not queue after it dies, right? Okay. I'm gonna go for a normal Darius build. Don't think go for like a cleaver rush is gonna be helpful at all in this match. Honestly, the new Death Stance isn't like the worst item in the world. Obviously, the healing is like really terrible, right? But the stats are great, and also it still cleanses the ignore pain damage. So, like, it's still very much usable on Darius, right? Just you can't really buy it like second every match, I guess. But yeah, I'm thinking of like a tri-gauge Styrax. This guy's kind of crazy. Like when I'm this fed, it doesn't really matter what ability she lands, I just kill her anyway. A fight like that might work once she gets Bork, but not right now. Let's see if we can cyberbully this Aurelia. Ah, the echo's there. This dude's making my life a nightmare, bro. Let's get Sheen. We lost both our sons there, which sucks. If I got that ult off on the Aurelia, I might be able to 2v1, but don't think it matters too much.
My destination is
Why are you level 4? Oh my god. Alright, thanks, bro. Yeah, the middle of our map isn't doing too well. I guess bot lane is doing fine, but it's Swain Pike, so I don't really have too many expectations of them. Or from them, rather. What is this? Okay. I also was a big fan of how my Warwick just watched all that happen. He doesn't have level 6, so he might actually just die. Yeah, that sucked super hard. We're gonna have to try to 1v9 this one. It doesn't seem that there's too much competence spread among the people on the team.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
No. Let's try to regain our lead. We have to be in the driving seat of this lane before she gets her like Bork, because if not, the lane just gets way too ugly to even fight. I'm surprised she's not going for the the minions. It's like the first time this whole lane she's refrained from a battle. Let's crash some. Okay. There's not really much point to poking Aurelia down while she's doing her minions like this. Mostly because she heals out of every Q anyway. Okay. Ghost up in 20 so I can go for a kill. I think I might have to go for a Merc Treads in an Aurelia lane. Yeah. We get Dragon, but I don't think that's too useful to us. Jeez, Diana is 4-0, man. This one's gonna get so ugly. Ugh. The one thing that kind of like if this Yone was kind of fed, we'd have a good time. But the thing that sucks is that a lot of our kills on the team are on Warwick. And I don't think Warwick's gonna be capable of that much. Actually, with how scrappy the fights we're gonna be in, maybe he can get a lot of work done, but it's like they got a lot of ways to peel him off when he ults someone. Just I don't know. A mess in the making. That's one person to go for. Nice. Let's get out of here. Whew. We somehow made that work. And I didn't have to use my ultimate for it. So I can have it for lane. I'm gonna chuck these pots though.
I will not rest.
Nice. Get some plates.
Me.
With Nami being here, I can sense that someone else will run up here. Exactly. Let's just leave before we die. Get the armor and then go for the Styrax. Actually, let's just get the chain vest straight up. There we go. Man, the game's going kind of well, I guess, but it's just gonna be really tough. It's also really bizarre that Pyke is not roaming, but okay. Okay, we're just 3v1 here. Those resistances really made a difference, huh? Because they did 0 damage to me up in the bush.
Strength above all.
Alright, homie's around here, finally. I killed this with RhokuTV. but I don't want to force it right now. Never mind. They're both mid.
Never retreat.
Okay. Ella's not here, so we don't kill her on top of the turret. Let's get a ward down. This intersection.
Make no mistakes.
Very valiant attempt, even with Bork. But, I mean, like, the difference at this point in power is just way too great to overcome through any amount of trickery. Okay. As long as Echo Diana aren't coming here, I'm safe. Alright, I'm no longer safe.
My destination is clear.
Got a bunch of gold out of that, so that's perfect. Let's get our items for our Steraks. Those really beefed us up, so that's perfect. One more kill with everyone on the enemy team going for dragon. I should be able to just straight up get the T2 turret. I kind of want to not go for multi-team fights without my flash, because I feel like right now I can deal with the Echo, but I can't deal with the Diana. She's gonna do way too much damage for you, I feel like. Perhaps while they're going for it, I can go for the mid turret. This is perfect. If he actually recalls. If he recalled, he's gonna waste more of their time, which gives me more like of a room to get in there. Alright, yeah, this is a losing game. This fight, at least. Actually, just split push, honestly. Okay. I'm not a fan of how the surrender thing clips with everything.
I have my orders.
An enemy is dominating.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Not great at all. How much is this? 1.5k.
Above all.
Won't take me too long to get it.
Never retreat.
Okay, now that's stupid. I was gonna go through their jungle, but it's just inviting a gank. Okay, they're there.
Mistakes.
Let's get rid of this ward. They have vision over here. Bush, I guess. Maybe that was RNG, I don't know. I got confused because the blue buff went into like its passive position. So I was like, okay, she's definitely not around, right? But she was. Let's get our Steraks. Yep. Unsurprisingly, their entire team is here, so that's fun. Let's get our Steraks.
My destination is
Blue ward. Let's get a controller too. I'm pretty certain they're going for the Herald right now. Yeah, there's at least 4 of them up here. This guy's so slippery.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
And he picks up the CS. Wonderful. This place is so warded out, it's actually insane.
Death by my hand.
Let's get back in there. They'll see me coming, but I have flash, so I should be able to do something. Perhaps I can get this Diana kill. Please free them. Ah, the Aurelia actually did something there. Oof. That was almost perfect. Put down one, and another one pops up. Wow, okay. She wasted her flash there, which is honestly a dub. We're kind of in like a very bad situation because our team is just like me, this Warwick, and kind of this Pike, right? The Young's basically just been farming for a while, and he should, honestly, until he's useful. So he won't be basically of any use for a while. And this Swain, I don't even know. He's like... he's on a different planet. Bro, oh my god. Of course I have to sacrifice a free turret so that he gets farm.
Strength above all.
Drake's here anyway. Okay, that kind of works out. We killed the Diana and the Echo. Alright, Pike actually popped off here super hard. It's a great job from him. I doubt they can stop them from getting Dragon because they're both low HP, but I mean, us going even in kills is kind of as good as it gets at this point. Ugh. Alright, we got our Death Dance now, so things should be a tiny bit better. I think Spirit Visage might do me decently well. Yeah. Think about going Spirit and then like Aranduins or something. They do have Zaya. And with the crit item, quote unquote, rework, she should start to crit me down quite quickly. Quite soon, rather.
Stay alert.
Well, actually, soon and quickly. Whatever. There you go, bro. I obviously can't walk straight up there because I'll just be inviting a 2v1 from the Diana and the Echo.
Clear. Noxus will
Can't push up. Why is he not matching? Okay. Don't go for the Aurelia, guys. We have a Baron. God, what is going on? Yeah, we just gave away the Baron. Actually horrifying.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Let's try not to die here. I guess the enemy team could go for the easier option. I can't do much. They have way too much damage. They'll just pop me. Bro, how she beat you with Wit's End?
Strength above all.
I'm gonna go for this earlier. Get a rep up, so we should be healed up to continue this siege. Nice try, nice try. Nice! Oh my god, that was so huge. That was so huge. Oh my god. Good job, bro. That was massive. I don't know about this. Can we not? Yep. That was completely insane. Like, oh my god. Alright, well, let's push up top and get closer to level 16. And he finally took the turret down. Good job, bro. Yon should scale like soon, so that's like a decent thing. Let's go. Ooh. Can't mess with the hot hands, bro. Also, I not finishing off the Aurelia with an auto attack there was straight up just disrespectful. That was straight up disrespectful. Like, you're not good enough to finish off. Nice, alright. Okay, he has no ult, he has no ult. Go for him. Never mind. Never mind. Not bad, not bad. Okay, Yon popping. I'm surprised he didn't die. Alright. Let's get around to what's going. I don't think Xayah starting to pop off is gonna be good news for us. So can also go for a Gargoyles, actually. That Cloud Dragon is not going to be good to fight. How much do I do? 1k, 300, 350, 380. Okay. I do roughly 1350 true damage in Axiomite with full stack Conqueror. Nice. 1 CC is all we need against the Echo, because we can just like layer our stuff together. Nice. Honestly, the enemy team entered, but nice job from the Pike and this Warwick. Like, those guys are solid, so... yeah. I guess Swain's pretty fine too, because he's like getting a lot of these nice roots in. Okay, should be able to get this. Because Diana built Zhonya's, she doesn't actually do like as much damage as Diana normally does. So while she does have the option of going on us and Zonyaing, her damage while doing so is just way less. Are you tripping or something? He is tripping. Warded. Everything's warded. Jesus, the difference in vision is like monumental. Like, how unbelievable is this difference in vision? Survive, survive, survive. Oh, never mind. Never mind, bro. If I can just catch some of them. The Zhonya's. Man. I tried to go for a hero play. Didn't work out though. Let's get Gargoyles. I need both resistances as much as possible. Also, I sincerely hope that this Swain Yon can maybe do something here to stop this end. Just give it, just give it, just give it. Okay, that's pretty good. They should be able to... I'm up there, they can't. Down a flash. 3, 2, 1. Honestly, we did what we could, but the macro of the team was terrible. The Swain was useless. The Yone sucked pretty hard. And honestly, aside from me, we had no damage. I just should not have died at the end there. I should have just recalled instead of going for some sort of weird play. But it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Alright, we're back to our gameplay. We're up against Olaf top. A weird matchup, but you basically have to just be careful of how Olaf plays and not underestimate him in more dirty fights. Basically speaking, you have to be very careful of Olaf and his position in relation to his axe and kind of force him to basically like put distance between you two by like his choice in order to catch his axes, right? There's also a lot of dodging involved, but the thing with the axe is that the hitbox of it makes it so that if he tosses it carefully, it's quite hard to dodge it consistently. So, yeah, we'll just see how he pans out. Also, this guy's not taking flash, which means that if he ults, we have a really easy way of just, quote-unquote, canceling his ult, which is just flashing away from him. Because it's only 2.5 seconds, we can very easily just flash away from him and have the ult just run out really quickly. I don't know about this. He's not coming melee range. Okay. That stutter was kind of disgusting, but I guess Belweth has the damage to make that work. I'm quite surprised, if I'm being honest. Like, what?
They will regret opposing me.
Alright, let's get out of here. Another one, huh? If the Belweth keeps getting fed like this might be over soon. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Let's go for just the assistive stuff. I'm thinking they're going for like a Strybreaker, a mostly focus build. We'll see how things pan out. One thing's for sure is that they have a lot of mobility and a lot of like CC to pair up with that mobility. Not a lot of CC, but they have enough with the Karma, their Con, a lot of kiting mobility, if that makes sense. So I have to essentially go for this stride.
Strength above all.
Okay. He used both his sums there. So we should be able to kill him in 1v1 once I thin this wave out.
I have my orders.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Scurry, weakling.
Lots of careful kiting. If you guys saw how I use my hook, I basically use it to make sure he can get to his axe. It's very important that you basically use your CC and stuff like that, you know? Make him choose between hitting you or reaching his axe. If he hits you, you can easily kite him with your W and your hook. If he goes for his axe, then he is basically forced to stop his DPS, during which you can basically mess with him, right? But if he reaches his axe, and he lands it on you, you're doomed. Because at that point, you can no longer stop him from getting on top of you and killing you.
My destination.
Okay, I'll go for the Earthbound next. Okay, we should have Ghost up, but the thing is, he has both Ghost and Ignite, which are both on lower cooldowns. So it'll be my Ghost versus his Ghost Ignite. So I'll have to basically, like, rush him down, start the fight, and then, like, kill him with a level 6 I get off of the wave.
I will not rest.
Let's hope it goes well.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
That was close. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised he actually even went for me there. He almost got me, but he would have not been able to kill me. He should have just gone for the Belweth, if I'm being honest. Because while I did survive against him a little bit, he would have just one-shot her because she has like no health. In any case, that's 2 more sums gone. So we have flash advantage, which you can use to get another kill. I haven't placed my control word yet because I don't really need the vision. Or I haven't needed it yet. Let's see. Most of their damage is just auto attacks. I'm going to go for plated steel caps. It's Graves, Saya, and Olaf. That's the main damage dealers. Karma might be problematic at some point, but I'm basically banking on that not happening. Also, she's going health, so I doubt she's going to be going for like too much damage. She's basically just going to go Radiant Virtue and like support the items anyway, so it's not a problem. As for the Recon. Now, Olaf's ult cooldown is significantly lower than ours, so we gotta basically start the fight right now. Alright, He's going to give it a wave. I have refill pots, so I can go for a like an irresponsible amount of tanked damage like this. Let's kill it quickly. Kill these two.
Never retreat.
I gotta match his damage. Good. Let's pull this and go into the river here. This is a mess. This is a mess. Thought I could kill one of them and then kill the Graves too. I should just stay top. I should just stay top. Yeah. That was like the whole Saving Private Orion syndrome, where if you see a lost fight, you should just like let it go. But I didn't let it go. I obviously committed to it. Olaf got a lot of bounties, which sucks. But it's not unmanageable. Okay. We don't lose most of these, so that's at least the silver lining.
I have my orders.
Okay.
Scurry, weakling.
Let's go for a slow push here. Let's crash this in.
With overwhelming force.
The game crashed. I've not had problems with the game crashing for a while, so it's just a big surprise that they're returning.
A summoner has
I do not tolerate.
Could be worse. Like, we crashed the wave in, so he's like pushing it back. So we didn't lose too much, but I sincerely hope that this doesn't crash again.
An enemy has been slain.
I have my orders.
Ally has been slain.
Okay. Let's push this wave in. Yeah, this time I am not committing to the lost play. Look at me. Yeah, the enemy team is just grouping together. So it's not going to be easy for us to get a lock done. I might have to like pivot my build into like a split pushy one.
Never retreat.
With Triforce, Hullbreaker, something like that.
Make no mistakes.
Raise this here. I'll take it. It's better for me to recall, but I kind of want to just stay until I have my mythic. He's probably just going to push this in a roam anyway.
Strength above all.
Okay. Let's go. Nowhere, I guess, since they got a dragon already. I'll ping him missing anyway.
Stay alert.
Right. Oof. The second he loses the turret, I'm pretty sure he destroyed it in like seconds with Triforce. It's such a shame that Death Dance is not a good, like not the best option anymore though. But I think this game it might be worth to take it. I don't know. I might go for like a Triforce Hullbreaker Death Stance. They've increased the amount of stats that it gives, which is good. The healing is worse, but I usually didn't buy it for the healing anyway. I'll probably make like a video on the items and how they changed because of the update, like a separate one. But because I'm not really playing the game that much anymore, I don't really have the time to explore the changes. I will after my exams in like, you know, the next few weeks though.
Death by my hand.
Okay. How have they not caught him yet?
Killing spree.
I don't want to like step up here and get killed, so I'm just gonna recall in this bush. I don't mind losing all that farm if I'm being honest. When the trade is my life. Yeah, Hullbreaker sounds really juicy here. Olaf is just playing with his team, so I'm gonna be trying my best to punish that. What is homie doing?
I will not rest.
Forward here. Okay, we cut him off.
Exploit.
This ghost for free. I'll take it. Wish I landed the hook so I could get his ultimate too. Let's actually come back.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Did he get it? No, of course not. He had no time. Nice try.
I have my orders. Never retreat.
Okay. Nice. See if I can get a flank here. I should be able to like sweep this whole thing up. I got both my summons in Triforce.
Make
The black shielder too, this should be easy to pull off. Seriously? I didn't even land the Luxemite. Can you go for the kill?
strength above all.
Can't. Yeah, figures. Oh well, we got 2 kills, which we can get our Hullbreaker with, so that's good enough. We definitely just sweat that one up. I definitely messed up my hook here on the Zaya, and I guess I kind of messed up my ultimate on the Rakan, but I wasn't really looking to killing him, and there was no one near him that I could chain the ult with, so it didn't really matter that I didn't ult the Rakan. The only mistake was me not killing the Zaya there with my hook. That would have sped things up by a significant enough portion, because we almost killed the Olaf here, right? So if I'm like at that few milliseconds faster, then we actually have the time to just put the Olaf down. Also, you should be careful, because the Goon Squad is about to be upon you shortly. Okay.
Noxus will rise.
Definitely gonna get that stance after this. Ooh, Kara killed. Yeah, she just gets killed here. Rip. A little inevitable if she goes to like limit test that hard, but she put up a valiant fight. Okay, we get the turret. I seriously doubt how hard they can actually fight me here with the Olaf not being full HP. So I'm gonna stay.
With overwhelming force.
Didn't get that. Well, I did, but I wanted to last hit on my W. Let's see here. Okay, Zaya's coming around. Let's see if I can cheese. Dee. Guess not.
Scurry. Weak.
Okay.
I will not rest. Witness true strength.
Almost. I should just let him go because I didn't have my ultimate right. I couldn't one-shot him before he got the second dash off. Also, that blue buff took its time in giving me the ability, giving the mana I needed for my abilities. They should back off here, honestly, because they're about to be engaged. I guess not really, because Rakan uses ultimate, right? So they don't really have a lot of abilities for them. This is a winning fight for us. Provided that we don't let the Belweth tank like that. Whatever. As long as the rest of them don't die, it should be fine.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Ideally, they wait for the Olaf's basic run. Like, he runs out of ultimate. And then they kill, like, 1 or 2 people. But this way is not the worst. Since they're chasing so hard, I might just be able to
My order.
grab a couple kills on people out of position. Let's see. I can't go through here to flank him. They're just gonna jump on me. Let's push out top turret. Or top wave, rather.
Make no mistakes.
Graves is bot. Okay, this is free.
Strength above
Juicy CS. Let's go, my minions.
Stay alert.
Never falter.
I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't get any kills out of that, but it's not the worst in the world.
Never falter.
Okay, let us just leave. Okay.
They will regret opposing me.
CC! Alright, now we got Death Stance, which should help us in these kinds of fights. Man, we are not coordinated at all. Like, if you guys, like, actually saw how these kinds of fights go down, it's like, at any point in time, it's like 1 or 2 guys fighting, whereas everyone else is just not doing anything. Right? We kind of go in turns. We gotta basically just, like, they have to cover me and Belweth as we go in. Right? Like, it's, like, kind of their responsibility to do that. By they, I mean the backliners, obviously. Morgana's doing quite well. The Zoe's, like, tripping it a little, and the Varus, I guess he's doing what he can, but still. We definitely need more support than, I guess, the single black shield we're getting.
destination is clear.
Not sure why Zoe is side laning, but okay. I'll go to the forest.
I will not rest.
Never halt.
I do not.
This is not good. Yeah, look, they're like grouped up 5-man, whereas we're just kind of like disorganized. Should really get this ahead of though.
I have my orders.
Man, it's so awkward that the Zoe's pushing. It just kind of has ruined the entire dynamic of how we like play. Oh, nice, nice, good, good, good. That was a really nice sleep. That was a sleeper sleep. Alright, let's get this.
Never halt.
Alright. Oh, how annoying.
Never halt.
It's like they just got to unload on me without us doing anything against them. This is quite annoying. I have to essentially rely on my next round of summoner spells to get some work done. Also have to hit my ults, but the thing is, even if I ult kill the Olaf there, I still get kited to like Oblivion. We just need like more armor, I guess. Let's get like Randuin's. Some crit resist.
Make no mistakes.
She is fed. Oof. I guess she's trying her best. Okay, we've got 2, which is good. Nice black shield.
Peace.
Stay alert.
I should have just gone for the hook there, but I didn't want him wasted as she flashed out. Let's end the game. Zaya's cut off from the wave. Oh, they recalled. That's fine. Does that land? Nice. Oh my god. Alright, just end the game. Okay, that was painful. But we managed to end it anyway. Alright, let's get this next one. Peace out. Alright, we're back to our gameplay. We're up against Aatrox's top.
Make
Got a leash here, so I'll get back into our jungle. I'm running Second Wind and then D-Shield so as to have a lot of sustain in lane. And this match I'm going to be trying to see if the Cleaver Rush works out. They've recently buffed Black Cleaver. Let's just see here. It has more stats for the same price actually, which is a little crazy.
my orders.
Forgot to claw attack. It's fine. There's an extra tick of bleed there for him to have, I guess. Anyway, gonna go for a Black Cleaver Rush and then see how the build evolves from here. From there, rather.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Try to see if I can land that Q on him. Nah, that sucked.
Carve a path.
We missed our Q, but honestly, we got 2 attacks on him and the inner Q damage, so we won that trade somehow. Flash, I'll take that.
Noxus will rise.
should just queued everything.
Did you, Darius?
That's fun.
Simpleton. I will not rest.
Yeah, the Nocturne just cleared top side and ran straight top.
Has been slain.
So we basically just died. I barely get. Oh man. Oof. Let's just say that the state of the game isn't leaving me too happy.
Stay alert.
Let's just get back into lane and try to salvage the situation, I guess. Hertrox did use his ignite. Can I get the crash in at least?
Strength
That's
above
alright.
all.
Got 2 long swords. That was a little greedy of me.
My destination is clear.
I kind of fought back a little, but really bad to fight that actually. I was just too greedy for the demolished turret damage. Nothing. Alright.
Never retreat.
We'll just have to wait for level 4 and then go for the fight. To win the lane back, I guess.
Make no mistakes.
I'm gonna try to see if I can thin this wave a bit. Okay. Let's try to catch him.
Have my orders.
He just has such a big XP lead over me that I can't really go for like an even fight. In terms of levels. Like I might be able to win that, but when he has a level lead, it's just not possible.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
An ally has been slain.
He should be able to get the kill on his own. Good.
Carve a path.
He gets another kill, I guess, which is fine. Nice.
An ally has been
Noxus will
Okay, let's recall. Get some stats. I'm thinking HP, armor, and AD. And we should be good to go. There's the armor. Bam, bam. Pretty nice routing of stats. Boots wise, I think Tabis just makes the most sense here. Their entire top side is just auto attack damage. They do have a Swain, but I feel like I can get like a Spirit Visage at some point against the Swain, and that should be enough magic resist just for him. So
I will not rest.
I'm just gonna mute the chat here. Okay.
shut down.
Stay alert.
I have to basically get level 6 in this wave, then I can actually kill him.
Strength above all.
Nice attempt, but he basically just set himself up for that one.
My destination is clear.
Let's get the plating too. That should destroy its own. And we recall. Let's see here. Your Tubbies and then the Kill Gem.
Retreat.
I know the Warhammer is a very like attractive choice at this point, but I'd rather just go for the safe stats just to get them out of the way and then go for the big aggressive stuff. That was kind of greedy for him to walk back like this, but okay. Also, yeah, our entire bot side is just doing terribly. Just bad. Okay, we cleared that pretty quickly. I kind of don't want to give him any room to like do anything. He's gonna have his flash up right now.
Exploit every weakness. Witness true strength. Cowardice.
I saw him. Okay. Yeah, the Airstrix is just not making very good choices in terms of his kiting. Like, his general positioning is just really sloppy. Because he's standing in a way where, like, his goal is to use his ultimate to put space between me and him. But the paths that he takes is, like, it basically just leads to situations where he's, like, up against the wall, essentially. He's kind of trying to, I guess, cheese me around this alcove, but it's not been working too well. Because he always uses E too early. And then I chase him, like, through here, and then he's not around the alcove anymore. But if I was him, I would play around the alcove more. If he's going for fights like that. Which he shouldn't. Now, I gotta be careful because the Nocturne's around. But I do have Ghost, so I should be able to get a lot of work done here. Once it's up, of course. Seriously missed that. He's dead. Nice.
By my hand.
We got both the Aatrox and the Nocturne and his ultimate. That's so huge for us, actually. Heckin got a bunch of kills. We lose the Herald, but, you know, I mean, given what we gained in that, it's like I'm not complaining, basically. Okay. Let's get back to base. Pick up our Cleaver. Now, what item are we going to go for after Cleaver? Because this is quite interesting. I've crunched the numbers. By crunched the numbers, I mean gone into practice too. And Cleaver Triforce does a ton of damage. But it's not really, like... It's not really the best option. Because with Cleaver, since you get a lot of stats anyway, it's better to go for a bit of utility. So I'm thinking Stridebreaker will work finely here. Now, obviously, Jaksho is a great option. But with how we're kind of fed here, it's kind of important that we are fed enough to just kill everyone, right? So, given that perspective, I guess, I'm going to go for a normal Bruiser Mythic rather than going for a Tank Mythic. Man, you really feel the extra amount of damage on this. Maybe it's because I'm just, like, fed, right? I am, but this feels a little crazy. Let's see if I can get the plate. Thought he'd go for the full combo.
Never retreat.
Actually went for it, so congrats. Thought it'd still tick because the bleed was on him, but okay. Let's just try to keep the lane neutral and basically wait for him to mess up. If I can get like a big slow pushes into his turret, I should be able to get like a really nice poke combos off, which I can then use to one-shot him with flash.
with overwhelming force.
Alright, he's bot lane. That I'm really surprised that the Q2 lands on me there.
I have
Yo,
my
let's go kill this Swain, actually. He seems to be a free kill. I'm gonna flash on him. He's dead. See, bro, what the power of friendship can do? Let's get these plates, then go top. Should be able to actually kill him here with Ghost. Where are you?
Noxus still rise.
What a clown. He actually kills me there. Oh my god. I am so surprised. I guess his healing just basically kept him high enough health to, like... Yeah. That's what I meant by he should play around the alcove more, by the way, but oof. We kind of just messed up, I guess. I think I activated my Ghost too, like, early, if I'm being honest. Like, we should have kind of just ran him around, and the second he got away from the alcove, then we Ghost into him. Okay? Because then, if he runs away, we kill him. And if he goes back into the alcove, we have enough move speed to actually go around the alcove and keep up with him. That would have been the ideal way to play that situation. Okay. On the bright side, like, I only wasted a Ghost. So, yeah. Like, if we waste, like, a flash, then it's, like, actually detrimental, because... I'm gonna be honest, the only way we kill this Yasuo is if I just flash on him. Like, I just don't see any other way. He seems too fed. Also, I should be able to just brute force this turret. Ah. Alright, I'll let him go.
Never retreat.
Did we catch anyone? No. Oh, let's get out of here, actually. We don't want to get Janna nadoed into a Yasuo ult.
No mistakes.
Gotta kill that Yasuo. I'll get the wave, push the next one, and then go mid.
I have my orders.
That AD is just so
I do
crazy.
not tolerate cowardice.
Yeah, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. That's unfortunate. Teleported. Swing.
Carve a path.
I got Ghost up in 10. Yo, stun him. Let's go. Let's kill him too. Okay, that's pretty good. We just ran them all down. Let's get this turret. Oh, we killed him too. Basic death. Good. Let's get this turret. Nice. Okay, let's recall. Get our Strikebreaker. After that, I'm thinking to get. Well, first I want to get like some magic resist, like just one null mantle. Just this ensures like, in case we get into a fight where this Swain pops off. So there we go. And now we should probably just tank up. So I'm thinking like a DMP for now, right? I'm so strong that I just need move speed. So DMP for now, and then we could go for like I guess like a Randuin's or something to even double down on the Yasuo threat. She's dead.
My destination is clear.
Did I just knock the Hecarim back? Okay. They flash that way, okay. How do you flash over the wall? To go for some crazy Chinese TikTok tier outplay. Okay.
Make no mistakes.
Let's see if we can get behind this Swain here. Hecarim's on him. Good.
They will regret.
Okay, this is insane. Let's just go for the mid turret. Okay, they really want that kill, huh? Okay. Let's try to be careful here. We're looking at it like a at least a 1v3. I want to try to splinter cell him if I can. Okay, not too risky. Let's just push the wave out and then leave.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Dude, this guy's just permanently ulting on this poor Varus. Alright, okay. We can't leave. We can't leave. Gotta deal with the Baron. Why is the Rise going top, bro? Need your help. Do you have Sweeper? Okay. They got the kill at least without losing any bodies, so that's good.
Noxus will rise.
We're going for it, okay. Let's run in there. I say run, but we're playing Darius, so briskly walk there. Battle time. Okay. Go. I played that horribly, by the way. Like, terribly. I should just ran for the Yasuo instantly, but I kind of got distracted. Yeah, that was a big folks problem. Oh, he's on Rise. Okay. Let's get some of this health. The Rise being dead, they might actually try something. Except I don't have my sons to fight at this time. Yeah, we all die here. Honestly, like, that was a really bad dragon to go for. We should have just let it be. Because giving him a bunch of like kills like that is just terrible. If he ults behind the Aatrox, he can actually ult kill the the mid turret. Alright, I'm just gonna try to get some sort of split push thing going. I need gold for my DMP. I have it already? No, I don't. I could wait. I'm just gonna go get like a jungle camp and then pick it up. I feel like the move speed's like way too important for me to just like, you know, open up on other side purchases. Alright, we get it. Now we can run up here, try to help kill the Yasuo.
Never retreat.
I think I ought to pick up some anti-heal. It's one of our problems, isn't it? Just someone getting picked. On the bright side, the Baron's gonna be finished in like 2 minutes or so. Can't see anything. Yeah, let's not overforce it.
I have my orders.
I'm gonna go get the top wave. Okay. Yeah, let's get the top wave. With us picking the Nocturne, their push has been basically destroyed.
By my hand.
So we can kind of just chill a bit until the Baron's over. If they force here, I should be able to get like a really nice flank off. Also, the Kiana should probably like not dance with death, so to speak.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Put a ward down there. Don't really have anything to buy, so. Nice. That was completely insane of the Yasuo to do. Also, what? He didn't even get like minions there. Bro, we don't have minions. Get over. Hit it. Where's the Nocturne gonna ult? Okay, I guess we're not brawling. Now it's ready to go. Oh, why is she going? That might have given the Aatrox the reset he needed. Maybe going for that turret was a little insane. Being real. I just got impatient. I should have just gone with the Rise initially, but I thought we could maybe catch up to the Janna somehow.
Stay alert.
Oh. Okay. That's a little cray-cray. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I got way too much health for me to like one shot. I mean, this is kind of winnable, but we're kind of reaching the point where it isn't. The main problem we have right now is that regardless of the situation, someone just dies. No matter how unnecessary it is, someone just finds a way to die. Either this, well, this kind of has been the culprit most of the time, but it's like the rises of the guy sometimes. I kind of would say Varus, but I don't really want to blame him too much because he's just, you know, he doesn't really he hasn't had the opportunity to play the game. Also, what is this build? Okay, he's just tripping at this point. Alright, hop off rise. Go off. Oh my god. We got completely wiped. I didn't have my ult, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to kill anything. Except the Yasuo. This Swain. It's like, he's not really the main threat, but he's like annoying enough to the point where the main threat can actually just mess everyone up. Yeah, I think this one's over. Varus can't possibly clear this wave as well. Oh, I can block the ultimate. Go minions. Stuff like whatever. He can't really do anything. GG. Alright, we're back with some more gameplay. We're up against Fiora top. Fiora is a matchup where you really have to be aware of what the Fiora is actually capable of. Because if you kind of just like, I guess, autopilot or fall asleep for a minute, it can basically just end up in your death. So, let us focus up. We got a good Vital here, so she'll be able to get like a really nice quick trade. But another Vital is really good for her, so we can't go for the good trade. Can't go for certain minions.
I have my order.
Oof. Yeah, we were just getting trolled by the entirety of minion kind. My minions stopped hitting the minions of the enemy Fiora, so I didn't get my level 2. And we got really good vitals for the Fiora. But it could have been worse.
By my hand.
Stand ready.
Q still heals you when you hit her, even if she blocks it with a riposte.
Do not tolerate cowardice.
Usually riposte is like pretty difficult to dodge though, so you can't really count on it.
Make no mistakes.
Okay, let's hold the wave here. We should be able to kill her without too much difficulty on our slow push back.
Noxus.
She doesn't have Ignite. Which makes things a little better for us. I missed that. Not happy about it. Also, did she miss XP? Because she's kind of behind
Destination is clear.
while being in lane the whole time. So she probably just ran out of lane and just missed XP like randomly. Cool. Okay. Let's push this bad boy up and see if we can get a fight.
Carve a path.
I want to start the fight with like a W if I can, but she goes for something like a really like high range, or like max range Q rather. Then I have to go for like a hook or something. With how big this wave is, like going for a trade is completely advantageous. Okay.
Never retreat.
Diana's pinging that Wukong's here, so let's be careful. Where is Monkey Man? Oh, he's right there. Now, can the Diana get away?
I will not.
Probably not. She's dead with a capital D. Guess I'll try to go around, but the the sweeper is there, so I can't really do that.
Strength above all.
In hindsight, that was kind of insane to go for, knowing that we were basically in a 3v2. But man,
Stay alert.
yeah, we should have just backed off. Not the worst situation in the world, but we do lose our flash, which severely limits like our kill potential in lane.
I have
We can work with the ghost at least, but she will have her ignite and her flash up, so not good.
They will regret opposing
Oh well.
me.
We're doing okay CS wise at least. Now let's try to play the game. I have to put special emphasis on trying to like not get hit by the riposte. If I can just avoid it. Because this guy like uses the riposte exclusively like aggressively. Like as damage basically to block my Q. So if I can just like sidestep it or something, I completely just win the fight altogether.
Make no mistakes.
That didn't, okay. Like, I'm surprised that didn't reach the minion.
Noxus.
And I don't even play. Okay. Oh, look.
My destination is clear.
Oof, she should have just dashed away. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably catch up to her anyway, but still. She should have dashed away. There's no way she survives. Super cheese, I know, but I don't want to let go of free gold. She gets the kill here. Nice. Also, the Wukong is bot. Yeah, someone mispinged. Whoever's pinged that was, if I catch that again, I'll just mute it. Also, I'm gonna try to go for like a more durable build here. So I'm thinking Cleaver and then Jocksure or something. Perhaps Cleaver or Iceborne. Like something really durable is the play here. The reason why I'm refraining from Jocksure is that if I go for Jocksure, the Fiora can basically just go Divine Sunder, and then she starts to beat me. So I feel like if I go like Iceborne, we still are like we have the advantage in the 1v1 anyway, but only after Cleaver, of course. Okay, let's go for the freeze here, as long as we can.
Strength above all.
Try me.
You know the rules. So do I. Honestly, a valiant effort, but at this point, I'm just like the difference in power is just way too great for her to like outplay. Good stuff. Good stuff. I do not want to stay, man. This is why I do not want to stay. Okay, she actually miraculously, dude.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Wukong's gonna run straight back here, honestly. Okay, we gotta be really careful with how we play this. Dude. Like... It's 1,000,000,000% a bad idea. Because I'm not in shape to fight that. I should have just, like, not hooked. I was trying to, like, I guess peel. So that the Diana doesn't get killed by the Fiora, but... I'm just gonna mute this guy. I just dislike every single one of his calls and things, so...
Noxus will
On the bright side, we get our cleaver sorted, so that's good. They still want to go for the tank item. Their backline damage is kind of getting behind, so I might just be able to get away with like a Strikebreaker or something. Maybe even like a Triforce, like a Triforce Black Cleaver build.
My destination is clear.
That could be crazy, but it does give me a ton of damage. We'll see. We'll see how the game develops.
Your team has destroyed.
Carve a path.
Get on her range. She just got unlucky there, if I'm being honest. Like, I got the perfect vital to block while destroying the turret. I really want to kill her for those double buffs, though. Just too attractive. She warded this.
I will not
Okay, they're getting
rest.
kills. I guess we have no choice but to pilfer the jungle. No good choice.
Strength above all.
Okay. That's an ignite gone, which I will take. I don't have. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked so hard. You know, maybe it's better to go for the Iceborne Gauntlet. Maybe it's better to just go for the safer option. Yeah. Oof, that was not a good position, was it? I basically put myself at, like... I was constantly taking damage from the Krugs. And the Fiora had some backup, blah, 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 blah. And also, I didn't have mana because I was too busy killing those Krugs from my Qs and stuff.
Stay alert.
Yeah. Mana problems are, like... They're some of the most depressing things you can know, Darius. It's just, I just say that again and again and again, but it's straight up just the worst. Why do you cost so much? No.
I have my orders.
An ally has been slain.
I was kind of hoping she'd be there. I think we should basically be just playing with a team to get this match over with.
Make no mistakes.
Okay, let's get into the jungle. Oh. Ah, if I land that Q, I kill that Wukong. Oof. Okay, they're just perma-camping me. I thought I could basically, like, go mid like this and help out. And if I just land that Q, that's it, you know? Yeah, I'm just inting at this point. Not reacting to them putting people on me properly. The Kirk reaction being just leaving, by the way. Jeez. Why are they putting two on me again? Like, it feels like their entire game is just getting crushed. And they're putting this many resources on me. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I'm the only person they can kill, right? So they might as well just go for the easy kills. Then fight these guys. Okay. She's leaving. Yeah, let's get the Herald and then bust down mid. Then we can go for the Baron.
Destination is clear.
Okay, Diana's leaving, so I'm just gonna get it myself.
Carve a path.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay. I cut her off here.
Retreat.
Alright. Let's get the mana. I'm not a fan of the Lulu showing up because she basically just took the gold from the Herald. That would have gone to me. But it's all good, I suppose. Let's get this crashed in. Oh.
Exploit every weakness.
That Zillion was tripping. That Zillion was tripping with a capital T. Is all this really necessary? Like, man, I'm out here trying to Omni-Man the enemy team. I'm pretty sure we get Nexus turrets here. They should be careful though, because this is a 5v3 situation. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. I guess they're just soft FFing. No, they're still defending. He got blown up. Alright, that should be the end. Yeah, like once they put the Mask on the Fury, it should be easy to just kill them both. Or kill her, but you know. Alright, whatever. I'll go for the dragon here.
I have my orders.
Right. Good. Let's get the wave. Push it in. We can't do like a split push situation
Do not tolerate cowardice.
because the whole team's like not here.
Make no mistakes.
I'm fairly certain I beat her 1v1, but the Fury has not 1v1 me yet, so I'm a little...
Noxus will rise. Witness true strength.
An enemy has
Alright. She actually starts to beat me with Divine, but we actually kited her out there, so I'm quite happy with that. She actually has no mana. So if I get level 13 here, I should be able to kill her. Never mind, she leaves. Okay, let's get out of here.
With overwhelming force.
Now we leave. Gonna go for DMP, move speed, armor, and just run to the top siege. Or rather the mid end. Upcoming weapon, Caliban. Dude, they have like crazy single target. It doesn't really matter. They just do. With that Vagar, ooh. Okay, it should be GG. After a series of painful matches, we finally get a dub. Okay. We're in the picture. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Alright, we're back to our gameplay. We're up against Urgot top. The enemy team has a quite mobile team. Lots of melee, so I think a tanky build could do us a lot of good here. I'm thinking a Cleaver Rush, and then we could also go for like a Jackshaw second. We'll see. Not sure what we're doing here, but okay. Let us move onwards.
I have my orders.
Okay. I think I gotta move in a way where I don't give away that the Viego is like starting their like blue, so I'm gonna walk like this. Like I'm pretending like I would leash them red buff, right? Okay. Wasted the ward, but I don't mind it.
Scurry, weakling.
A valiant effort. Like, quite a valiant effort, I have to say. But, you know, come to think of it, the Urgot matchup is basically as deep as the Ilaoi matchup. Because it's basically just all about his flip. Like, if he misses it, he just dies like that. And if he lands it, then he just instantly kills you. But him losing his Ignite and Flash has basically rendered him a free kill right now to us.
My destination is clear.
Okay, let's leave. Okay, gonna go for Boots and Black Cleaver. Cleaver Rush is really the meta nowadays. Like, Black Cleaver is like packed with so much stats that if you're fed and you get Cleaver first item, you can get a lot of work done. Now, one thing that I'm kind of realizing with the whole Black Cleaver Rush is that you have less of that, you know, bursty, explosive power that you usually get. Like, you know how when you go try for a Styrax and you get Noxymite, you can just, you know, one-shot people like that? You get a bit of, like, less of that. But the general amount of damage you do before Noxymite and also in longer fights seems to be a bit better. So, definitely a great tactic. Definitely a great tactic. Okay, Diana's not here anymore, so we can basically stand in the Urgot's way and freeze this lane. Gotta thin it first.
I will not rest.
Not too much though. Gotta wait for my cannon to die and then go for the aggressive thing. Okay. Put this out. Start with the melees.
They will regret
Always.
opposing me.
Yeah, he's dead.
Strength above all.
When he let me walk into his melee range, there was nothing he could have done there. The thing is, if I hook him, he can basically go for like an intelligent dash, and I couldn't basically keep up to him, right? But the second I got in range for W, he was just dead, right? Bang, bang. Let's go for some wards here. We didn't even need to use our flash for that, so it's even better. Also, that was not the direction to dash in. That was not the direction to dash in. Or hit the Katarina! Oh my god, they actually pulled it off. They actually pulled it off. Wow. Wow, wow. I am impressed. Okay, let's kill this guy again. We have level 6, so we should be able to just burst him down. I'll hook him and then go for it. Because, like, I have my flash, I should be able to catch up to him even if he goes for, like, that quote-unquote intelligent dash away. Let's get a ward going first.
Carve a path.
I have to basically keep my eye on where the Diana is exactly.
I have my order.
Nice. Okay, let us recall, pick up more stats. It's a little annoying that I can't buy both the Warhammer and this longsword, but it is what it is. We'll just have to wait for it. The thing I like the most about Black Cleaver is that it's just a lot of meat, right? The building components are a lot of meat. The thing about going for like a Triforce or something is that some of these components are not always useful, right? Sometimes you get like nothing out of building Hearthbond Axe, or sometimes you don't need Sheen that much. But with Cleaver, it's like all these things are useful at basically at all times, right? So Cleaver, like Raya buffing the stats of Cleaver this heavily has really led to it being an amazing choice to get as a first item. Also, Urgot's just dead there. Okay, let's push up and get some turret platings. He used both Selms, right? Yeah. Yeah, he used Ignite too. Not the best at killing turrets, but it's good enough.
Retreat.
He also used ultimate, so I should be able to just proxy actually.
Exploit every weakness.
I wasn't aggressive enough. I had it in my head that he was dead, so he couldn't show up there, which was obviously a mistake. Like, oh, he died. He's not going to be here for a while. Yeah.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
That was my thought process anyway. Okay. Bit more, and we actually have the goal to get Cleaver.
I will not rest.
You should bleed to death. Oh, he levels up? Seriously? Oh, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. He got really lucky there. Oof. That would have taken him out for sure. No. Black Cleaver. Oof, look at that meat, man. The carve damage isn't really too amazing, but it does kind of stack up eventually, I guess. Alright. Now, we can either go for like a Strybreaker or like a Jaksho. I'm thinking Jaksho would be like a great item to get here, but not gonna lie, Heartsteel would also not be too terrible, if I'm being honest. The problems that I have with Jaksho is that, like, basically speaking, it takes a while for you to get like the full impact of it. Whereas with Heartsteel, it's like you get the stats a bit more upfront. Not to mention how you get a bunch more damage out of it. So, given this match, I think this might be the once in a blue moon Heartsteel game. Not to mention how it's going to help me not get executed by the Urgot. Well, Jaksha would do that too, but still. Are you cheesy? Not a lot at all. But it's fine. We start with smaller numbers. Is there anything even around here?
Carve a path.
One thing that I kind of noticed with like Cleaver Rush, which is a little awkward, is that because you have such like a burst of ability haste, you use your abilities much faster, and you know, you tend to run out of mana faster too. That's like a little bit of a personal problem I have with Cleaver. I just gotta be more patient, I suppose. Let's put this into like a freeze, because this guy's just gonna stay under turret the whole time.
Make no mistakes.
Okay. That crack sound effect from Cleaver is so satisfying. So Dana's around here, so
Destination is clear.
if I can get her alone, I should be able to put her down easily. Man, that was way too greedy of me, if I'm being honest. Greed Supreme. Okay, what other thing can go for here? Let's see. They don't really have a lot of CC. I guess they got some auto attack damage, but it's not too much. I might be tripping, but this might be the once in a blue moon Berserkers game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm low-key tripping here, but I'm kind of missing some attack speed due to me getting Cleaver instead of like a Triforce, like a Strybreaker at least. He gets this kill 100%. He gets that kill too.
I do not
She just flashed away, nice. Okay. They wiped out my vision, so I have to essentially reestablish it. Alright, nice. This is actually freezable. Let's go for it. Obviously, if he starts to leave the lane, I'll just push the lane in and get the turret. But as it stands, he's constantly just under turret, farming, which I can't allow. This is shaping up decently.
Rise.
How'd that land on me? Okay, both Katarina and Diana are mid. This guy's just like a professional cheeser, I swear to God. Just sits in the bush because we're gonna ward it again to kill it. Alright.
Exploit every weakness.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Viego's just tripping. What is going on? Homie actually just like got over the wall, man. Alright. Okay. We need a lot more gold before we can get Heartsteel. Oh no.
Too easy.
If that dot ran out, I would have actually killed her with my Q auto W ult. Also, they got the whole team up here. Bro, hit them, your 2 items. There you go. Draven was just watching him play the game there. Nice. I'd say this game is pretty much won. Jungler has won super hard. Bot lane is winning. Mid's doing okay, and we're doing pretty well too. Let's just sell this. No point anymore.
Make no mistake.
Oof, look at us, man. We are a beefy boy. Would I be tripping if I got Titanic Hydra on top of all this? Maybe. With like the new changed bruiser items, it's like a lot of people are just building different stuff. One thing you can't build for sure is Death Stance. Like, I have built it in some circumstances where I need the ignore pain, right? And I basically rely on the healing passive. I rely less on the healing and more so on the fact that it like ignores the damage dealt to you in ignore pain, right? So I have actually built Death Stance in some games and it has worked quite well, but a lot of people built it like the second item every game, which I can't really recommend anymore. Look at these bozos. Oof.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Where are your cohorts now? Bro, what? He actually just one-shot me there. I was gonna do like a flash Q, but he killed me before I could even go for it. Man, I guess I should have just bought Tabis then. Seriously don't believe he's doing that much damage off of just this. Like he's straight up just one-shot us. I guess, yeah, it's just, the matchup is not that deep, man. I keep like deluding myself that it's like a deep matchup, but it's essentially just the Ilaoi matchup, right? He hits that like flip thing, he kills you, he misses it, he just dies instantly.
I will not rest.
We got our Heartsteel finally, so we can start stacking that baby up.
Strength above all.
I think we should just end the game here. They can't really protect that, can they? Alright, I'll push this and just go mid.
Death by my hand.
Your team has destroyed. Dominating.
Yep, time to end. Doesn't she die to the turret shots there? If those supers weren't there, I'm pretty sure the turret would have killed the Zoe. I had to sidestep it. I had to sidestep it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, but I couldn't help it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I had to do it. I had to do it, guys. Oof. Now if that ends up in us eventually losing the game, I'm gonna be really angry. No, I can't stay. They're all coming here.
Make no mistakes.
Let's go down here, I guess. He's gone, okay. Let's go back up. Advanced movement. You wouldn't get it.
My destination is
Okay. Let's hope homeboy doesn't die here. Oh no. Does he have Prowler's Claw on Draven? Oh my god, that is disgusting. Okay, GG. Not the most like serious game ever. My team just won the game, so nothing I did really mattered. So I went for a stupid build and didn't really care too much. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.